Yokoso to my Japanese kimono upcycling channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to turn a kimono-obi into a kakejuku, a traditional Japanese hanging scroll. This is the perfect project if you have an obi with intricate embroidery and a wide design that you don't want to cut but still wish to display beautifully. I'll be using a sewing machine because it makes the process much quicker. However, you can just as easily sew it by hand. It won't take too long, as you only need to stitch a single straight line about 30 cm long. In this time, I'm working with a stunning Fukuro-obi featuring momiji, maple leaves, ume, plum blossoms, and sakura, cherry blossoms arranged in a woven bamboo basket. This design isn't just about floral beauty. It actually has historical significance dating back to ancient China. According to legend, one of the 8 immortals, Han Shanzi, always carried a beautiful flower basket despite wearing a tattered clothes. One day, he was said to have ridden a crane and ascended into the sky to the sound of shen, traditional Chinese musical instrument. Because of this story, the flower basket motif came to symbolize a celestial being and has since been widely used in paintings, ceramics, makie, Japanese lacquer decoration, and kimono patterns. The Fukuro-obi is made by sewing together 2 different fabrics, one for the outer layer and one for the inner lining, into a tubular shape, which is why it's called fukuro, meaning bag in Japanese. Among all obi types, it is considered highly formal and it's worn on special occasions such as weddings, receptions, arranged meetings, and tea ceremonies. Despite featuring some of the finest embroidery techniques, these obis are often only worn a handful of times in their lifetime. That's why you can often find second-hand pieces in excellent condition. Apart from the obi, you need a rod. Most obi are around 30 cm wide, so a 40 to 50 cm rod works well. And string. I'll be using an obijime for this. An obijime is a decorative cord that secures the obi in place, preventing it from coming loose. It's tied at the front, right in the center of the kimono, making it a highly visible accessory. They come in a variety of colors, patterns, and materials, adding a stylish accent to any outfit. For special occasions such as weddings or coming-of-age ceremonies, they bring an extra touch of elegance and formality. Before cutting the fabric, decide where you want to hang your kakejuku. Which part of the embroidery you'd like to showcase. For this project, I'll be hanging mine on the staircase. A quick tip: avoid direct sunlight as it can fade the design. Also, steer clear of humid areas like bathrooms, as kimono fabric is heavily embroidered and absorbs moisture easily. A well-ventilated space is best for preserving its beauty. Once you've decided on the lengths, mark your cutting line, making sure to leave enough fabric for the rod pocket. Here's how to calculate the pocket size. My rod is 2 cm in diameter, so I need a pocket that's 3 cm in diameter, allowing for 1 cm for leeway. To calculate the fabric required, 3 cm multiple 3.14 equal to approximately 9.5 cm in this case. Plus, add 3 cm seam allowance, meaning the total fabric needed for the pocket is 12.5 cm. However, after marking the line, I realized that cutting at this point would disrupt the embroidery, so I cut slightly longer to preserve the pattern. By the way, this see-through ruler with 1 cm increments is really handy for drawing accurate lines. And this cutting mat does an excellent job, not just for cutting fabric, but also for ensuring precise vertical and horizontal cuts for a neat finish. Inside the obi, you often find an obishin, a lining used to add thickness and structure to the fabric. This lining is often damaged, and this one was no exception. It had mold stains and discoloration. It's not suitable for reuse, so I'll be discarding it. This lining is hand stitched, so you can easily remove it by hand without damaging the obi. Kimonos spend most of their time stored in a chest, so they often develop a strong smell. This is usually caused by mold from insufficient drying after use or by insect repellent used during storage. I often get asked how to remove these smells. I usually recommend hanging them regularly in a dry, well-ventilated area away from direct sunlight, but I believe removing the obishin should also help. To prevent fraying, tuck in the raw edges and secure them with pins. For thick fabrics like obi, I find fabric clips really useful. I use ones from a Japanese brand. They're sturdy and hold the layers together well. I also tried a cheaper alternative from a non-Japanese company, but they broke really easily, so I honestly recommend investing in good quality tools like this. Before sewing, double check that the rod fits inside the pocket. When stitching, it's best to use a wider seam around 3 to 3.5 cm if you're using a sewing machine. Kimono fabric has always been designed to be reused as it consists of rectangular panels sewn together by hand. A wider seam makes it easier to unstitch and repurpose in the future while also minimizing visible needle marks. And that's it. Simply insert the rod, tie both ends with an obijime, and your kakejiku is complete. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more upcycling kimono project. Mata ne!